That's the point.
Let's go.
My fucking computer did this stupid thing it's doing right now where it restarts. Fuck, I knew this was gonna happen. Alright. Hopefully it just went black instead of just restarting. I don't know why my computer's. Oh, I know why, because it's old as fuck. Lucky for me, I have another device I can use. I knew my computer was gonna do this. It always chooses the best times just to not want to work. But when I'm doing nothing, it'll work like a charm. What the hell are you doing, Frankie? My boy over there swimming. Fanatic podcast.
do that shit. No, they don't. Nah.
We're live. It's on there.
Who fucking do that shit again?
We look ridiculous, guys.
Somebody did that shit. I don't know. Do. Slam my door. Something. My man's not catching on, but it's all good.
I mean, I hear you, but what do you want me to do?
You were supposed to tell me to shut the fuck up, bro.
Why? It's a great song. I would tell you to keep singing it. We'll go watch the music video that has like 70,000 views.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that shit was going up.
I don't have Messenger on this particular phone.
Is this shit going live on right now on YouTube or no?
Bro.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube. I'm trying to send you the
right now?
Right now. People can see what we're
doing. We haven't even fucking
everything.
started yet, homie.
You are drinking a Coke.
Listen, we haven't even started yet for 2 minutes straight.
It's okay. Nobody's in there, bro. Nobody's watching it. we're fine.
Damn. Like I said, this is just a warm up.
This is kind of weird. I'm gonna email you the link because I don't have any apps on this phone. This is not a phone that I use. It's just literally a device I use for YouTube sometimes. I mean, it's my old phone. It's 2 phones ago, you know.
Dang.
So I wiped the whole, and I can't log into anything because it'll log me out on my other phones.
Right.
So, what's your email, Dylan?
My email?
Yeah.
D. Christensen.
Oh my God.
I know, right? Yeah.
That's a lot, dude. Hey, how do I get this to you?
I was about to say, that's why I was like pause for a second because I was like, "Fuck, it's long."
I have another old phone. My computer is fucking just not responding at all. Nobody else has a second device they can use real quick.
No,
I have my iPhone up in here. Well, my PS5. I fucking
nah, it ain't gonna work. I gotta just restart this computer real quick. I can just use this phone.
My PS5 can
and just fucking exit the chat real quick. It'll be faster. I'll be right back, guys.
That's what she said. Oh shit.
Dude, we are freaking live. This is great.
I wonder if I can just do this.
No, don't do anything, bro.
The big frame. That's a much bigger frame.
Hey.
It's a nice clear background.
Yeah, I don't get darker until like fucking 8 o'clock now.
Yo, he sent your thing, I think.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he sent it to the thing, chat. Oh man, I'm here. Oh,
The fuck? Not letting me link.
I shared it to the group.
the
Okay, one
GC.
sec. I got it. Yeah, I got it. All right. Uno momento. All right.
I got it shared to the group though now, so that's good at least.
Yeah.
I gotta share it to X. Fuck.
Let's go. And we
And
got like
I'll just have to make sure that I focus and see if people are commenting so we can see it in real time.
6 minutes of bloopers.
Yep.
Just all of me doing weird hand motions.
I set it to auto show if someone comments now on the stream. There it is.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, so you guys can see it because I can't really read really well because the words are really small on my screen.
Right.
All right. Post it on X. Let's go.
All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but this is officially episode 31 of the Fanatics podcast. And God damn it, we're live.
Are we?
Yes, we're live. I can't believe it. I mean, I can't believe it. We worked hard for it. YouTube gave it to us, but not in the way we wanted them to, but that's okay. That's neither here nor there. Let's talk about Arizona sports because I know I'm Damien.
I be Frankie.
Dylan.
And we love Arizona sports. We're Arizona sports fanatics. So let's get it popping.
So we might as well give the Suns eulogy because we need to just put them to rest.
Just get it over with for quite a while now. Hopefully.
Like, I couldn't believe it. We were within like just a game and a half of being in the playoffs too. Oh, we're gonna lose 8 straight games.
Listen, I feel like it gets worse every year. And it's been so much sequence of shit events. I'm probably going to get out of track. So after the finals run, it was what? We were up 2-0 in the series again, and we lost to the Mavericks. And then we fucking had a chance to make the playoffs the year prior, barely make it, and then now this year lose 8 straight. Like, it just gets worse every single year.
That's what we do. We're the Phoenix Suns. We give you a little hope, then we take it all away in vicious fashion.
Yeah, but
at this
but
point,
get this. So sorry.
no, you're good. But at this point, I would give one of my organs to get off of the Beal contract.
And that was exactly where I was going to. What are we going to do with Bradley Beal? And then it's like we don't have any draft picks till 2031 either, which is also fun.
Yeah, which means we got to get creative or get rid of one of the big three, which is probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Kevin Durant probably wants out. Hopefully we'll find a way to get rid of Beal as we should. Or someone said in the group that we could release him, but I don't know how that's possible. We'd just pay him straight up front like that. But then we also got to think about Devin Booker. Plug your ears, guys. Yes, Booker. Heading into year 11, are we really expecting this man to just Larry Fitzgerald it, being in this expectations of just blowing it up, possibly getting rid of KD and Beal, getting young talent back in return, and maybe getting a ring out of it? Big maybe out of it going into year 11 with Book. Can't just ride it out with no rings like Larry Fitz, you know?
I think that I do expect Booker to do that, honestly. And I think that's he expects himself to do that too.
You guys don't think he rides it out?
I'm saying he does. I'm saying he does ride it out.
He honestly looked hella pissed off and frustrated after that loss to Golden State in the press conference. did not look happy. He praised the Warriors after the game too. So, and the ironic part of it is they got Jimmy Butler, and we were so high strung on Jimmy Butler for weeks. So,
Well, I mean, it goes back to the whole Beal contract with the NTC. Destroyed any trade momentum because, for one, you had to have his permission to do anything. He's not going to waive it unless it's somewhere he absolutely wants to be. And, the ball was in his court, and in the end, we were stuck with it.
I think Bradley Beal will move on after this season because he obviously knows the people don't want him here, and who wants to stay somewhere where they're not wanted. Devin Booker's not going anywhere. His brother was posting on X yesterday. He zoomed in on the 2021 Western Conference title banner. So I think he's sending a message like, "Hey, it ain't the players, it's the coach. We had a good team 3 years ago, 4 years ago." So I think that Book is. I'm not worried about Book. We got to worry about the other people around Book because I feel like Book's the franchise leading scorer. He's not just gonna go start somewhere else. He's not like even though Luka's a generational talent, Luka wasn't Dirk Nowitzki status in Dallas. I think Devin Booker is the biggest franchise player we've had here since Steve Nash. So it's like he knows his legacy on being a legend doesn't just come from championships. He's going to be synonymous with the Phoenix Suns franchise. So I think if I'm him, I'm staying here no matter what happens.
I was going to say, you can already put a statue outside of the arena for him.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's going for that type of legacy now. And if he gets a championship here or not, I think he's just going to try his hardest to do that because we already went to the finals. So I feel like he believes we can do it here. I don't know. I don't know Devin Booker. I haven't talked to him, so I could totally just be saying my thoughts,
I mean, the biggest thing, no matter what, though, going into next year is the body language has to be a lot different. You can't have, for one, you can't have guys just having a good old time or laughing when you're getting pelted 30 points. But also, at the same time, no, accept the criticism. Don't, with everything that's happened this year, I mean, sadly, I don't blame him for taking the route he did too, but with everything going on with Beal, he's kind of just embraced the villain role.
yeah, I mean, players aside too, I mean, somebody from the higher up's going to have to go, and it's going to be Bud or James Jones.
I think.
What do you guys think it should be?
I think honestly, you should. If in a perfect world, if we didn't just fire Frank Vogel and all that, I would fire both of them. But it's gonna be James Jones. I mean, it has to be James Jones. He's the only person that, you got to give Bud another. I don't know. If we keep KD, we fire the coach. If we don't keep KD, we keep the coach and fire the GM.
You think?
That's what I would do.
Here's the thing. So, just because things don't go our way after one season, we went through 3 coaches, and we see all these great coaches available. Us Suns fans are like, "Oh, we want him. We want him." And now, who's available out there? Doug Malone. Nuggets questionably let him go. And now Suns fans are like, "Oh, Doug Malone." So it's like we thought the same thing with Coach Bud and some people with Doc Rivers, but not many. But it's like that's creating for us fans. That's creating bad habits. We can't be just expecting new coaches every year, just hoping we just get a 360 turn. It's not a great look for the franchise when we just keep firing coaches. So that's why I agree personally, and I feel like it should be James Jones as well too. So
yeah, probably James Jones.
Just to play off what you said, Dylan. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think Matt Ishbia wants to be paying 4 head coaches at the same time. He's going to try to roll one more year at least with Bud, definitely massive changes with the roster. I think Booker's the only one that's 100% locked in. KD's like a 50-50, but anybody else on the roster, with maybe an exception of Oso Dunn, are on the chopping block. We have to clear cap some way. We have to recoup picks. This team needs to be a lot deeper. We can't. This team just proved that the big three era is officially dead. You can't just spend it all on three guys and win a championship.
Yeah, but if you're going to use that same coaching logic, you got to apply that logic to the roster too. You can't just get new players every year and expect to fit random guys who've never played with each other to make a good team. It's like we got to get rid of Bradley Beal or Kevin Durant. We don't have to get rid of everyone else outside of Oso. We should keep the guys that we really need, like Royce O'Neal. Grayson Allen is fine. I'd be fine with losing Grayson, but I'd still lean towards keeping him. Keep Nick Richards. Like we were building something. You know what I mean? It's like not like everybody's garbage. It's like get rid of the people causing problems with growth. Like Bradley Beal's contract makes it to where the team can't grow. You know what I mean? Like that would be a good place to start. If we can not get that waived and Kevin Durant wants to leave, then we have to, get what we can for KD and then build like that. There's not much value for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like who else could we really get anything for?
Right.
So yeah, we gotta figure out what we're doing with the big three guys. I mean, in my brain, Devin Booker is not even a discussion to have. But if
It
that
has to be.
discussion
It has to be like the slightest thought, like even like 5% of it, like the slightest thought has
not
to
for
be.
me.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's just that chance where they just could completely just blow it up. And I like you and me. We don't know Book, but usually with competitors, usually when they don't win for a long ass time, they eventually move on, and they most of the time they actually do win one. So
Well, yeah, but the thing
he's
about
11
being
years
a
into it next
competitor,
season
but you
already.
also got to think about being a human being as well. Devin Booker goes to any other team, and he's not going to be the Devin Booker for Phoenix. Devin Booker, when he gets set in an arena, everybody listens to him. He doesn't have to go learn the rules. He knows the rules. He makes the rules. So that's a big difference when you go stepping in someone. And I mean, some guys just want to win, and that's all that matters. I'll go be second fiddle, and I know Book is one of those guys, but at the same time, he's been number 2 or number 1 on a championship level team. So I don't think in his brain he may not be thinking that he has to go somewhere. He might be thinking that some people might have to come to him. You know what I mean? So who knows?
I don't know. My heart fully wants him here, but just with my head and my thoughts and shit, it's like I don't know. People usually just want to bounce because it compares one win the big one, not just sit in one spot and just not accomplish anything, especially in the shit situation we're in. We don't even have
Well, he
draft
went to the
picks,
finals,
so
man. That's accomplishing something, and that was like not too long ago. Well, that wasn't like 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's had more success and been to the playoffs in the last 5 years, more than all the other years, more in the last 4 years, 5 years, than he has in the rest of entirety of his career. So I mean, maybe we're looking at it differently as fans, and he's looking at it like, hey, well, we're just starting to cook. Like we just started winning games. We used to go 19-63. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so I don't know.
Back to
And there's proof now that just moving doesn't fix everything. Look at Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. You know what I mean? Like the Warriors just lost to the Spurs yesterday or the day before, something crazy like that. Like just moving doesn't automatically fix anything.
most teams are trying to keep their players healthy and trying to play cautious at this point, though. They got like what 2, maybe 3 games left, though.
Not in the West. In the West, it's a logjam, dude. Everybody needs to win every game to jockey for position, because right now it's like the Lakers lose a game, then Denver and OKC got to play each other or some shit like that. It's like they're doing that type of deal. They're trying to get the ideal matchup. So some teams are chilling for sure, but in the West, it's a lot more competitive. So a lot more teams are still having to play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Everybody's getting fired. Everybody's moving. It's not like there's a specific spot where I feel like where could Book go right now and win a championship right now.
Well, shoot, like as you mentioned, everybody getting fired right and left, even in teams and as high as fourth place, getting rid of their head coach this late in the year is absolutely absurd.
That's crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we haven't even hit free agency yet for him to request a trade. So, in the
But
next
he already
season,
said he wasn't going to do that. I mean, that
never
doesn't
know.
mean anything, but
Never know.
yeah, I'm not worried about it at all, honestly.
I was
Not
gonna say,
worried.
as you mentioned, Dame, 100%. Booker goes elsewhere. He's not the high status. He's not that number one fiddle that he's been in the Valley.
I
That's
completely
important.
understand if you want to play elsewhere, though.
Oh yeah, I completely understand it. I wouldn't be mad at Book. At this point, I'd probably jump ship. I'm jumping ship
Yeah,
with Book or Kyler Murray.
yeah.
Those are my
That
guys.
would be my second team. Wherever Book joins, Suns and wherever Book joins. So
At this point, I just hope that Matt Ishba learned his lesson a little bit, that you can't just jump right in and
That's
throw
our biggest problem. Somebody needs to get fired. It's Matt Ishbia.
sell the team. Everyone starts sell the team or chanting sell the team.
Yeah, no, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
I know.
I was gonna say he did it with good intention, but
Getting close though. We're getting close. I can't watch this anymore. Bring Sarver back. Sarver got us to the finals. No, that's crazy. But
bring Ryan McDonough back. He'll get us draft picks.
I just think that the enthusiasm he came in with, it's like when you're trying to come through and help a construction project, but instead of like nailing the hammer, hammering the nail into the wall, you break the wall down. That's what Matt Ishbia did with the Suns. Like, oh, don't worry, I'll get this for you. I'll just hammer it in. And then he's not paying attention, just takes a giant swing and just crushes the whole building. It's like,
Bro,
oh no.
he took a wrecking ball to a castle.
Exactly. It was like, hey, the castle was falling apart, but you needed a different tool to fix it. The tool you used was too heavy and too much. We gave up too much to get Kevin Durant.
And gave way much power.
No. Kevin Durant was fine. I meant to say we gave up too much to get Bradley Beal. We gave up an insane amount of picks.
Well, it's not even just that. Like, his contract and the no trade clause completely crippled the franchise.
If that was James Jones's doing, he should be fired. That's
100%.
just it.
Like, who the heck? There are maybe two
Not the coach,
three
yeah.
players in the league that are worth that kind of move. Obviously,
And if Ishbia really pushed for Brad hard, then he should really take a super step back after this disastrous result,
absolutely. Sign the checks, hire somebody that actually has basketball knowledge or IQ.
Vogel and Bud weren't given, or yeah, they were already given Katie and Beal. You feel me? So it's like here's this and make it work, and it fucking didn't, So
I don't know if I can apologize to Frank Vogel enough. He did way better than Bud is doing, man. Let's just be honest.
Compared to this year, he performed a miracle last year.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, Frank Vogel, dude, it's not you. It's us. It's us for sure.
Dude really thought he had a good gig in Dallas, so.
Right.
Shit.
Man. Sheesh, Dallas is a mess too. It could be worse. Dallas always reminds me that it could be worse.
Yeah. I was going to say, at least we're not the worst ownership group.
We could only have 16 wins, I guess.
That's crazy. I'd almost rather be that bad, but not with the team we have. We wouldn't be able to get away with having a team that bad with these guys that we have.
I think half our group would be in the mental clink if the current squad we have now had 16 wins.
For sure.
Oh,
that'd be crazy. I would just quit watching basketball forever, literally.
Dude, just everything with Brad Beal reminds me of the Eric Bledsoe barbershop.
That's wild. I just remember that.
Yeah, I like Brad Bill more than not. Well, I guess yeah. Bledsoe did more on the court, but Bradley Bill is a better human. Bradley Bill is a better human. I'd rather have Brad on the team any day than Eric Bledsoe.
Well, shoot, I mean, if nothing else, if we could get him to restructure his deal.
He won't.
He ain't gonna restructure that
It's
deal,
a
bro. He knows
PG
he's
friendly
kicked after
show.
this.
He won't. That's all I'll say on that.
He won't. Hey, if we can get him to waive the no trade clause, I'd be happy. I'm cool with Bill. I've been pulling for Bill this whole time, but now it's time for you to go, buddy.
Well, not only that, but it's like the whole like. I don't know if it was just me, but it just seems like, especially the last couple of weeks, the body language has been more off than usual.
Yeah, because they know they're cooked, and they probably KD's probably like, bro, I can't do this. I'm out of here, bro. Like, let me get the hell I'm out of here.
So, but yeah, that's like another thing that nobody knows, because on every other day they change the rhetoric about, oh, Kevin Durant, there's a possibility that he's going to stay in Phoenix. Kevin Durant wants to be traded. Like every other day they go back and forth on this. Loving
You know
it.
what we do? We swap injured players for injured players, right? We say, hey, Dallas, we know Nico Harrison makes incredibly stupid deals all the time. Let's get him on the line. Give us Kyrie Irving for Bradley Beal.
Oh.
We'll give you whatever you want outside of that. We'll give you like Grayson Allen and Bull. Grayson Allen and Bull and Bradley Beal for Kyrie Irving, Derek Lively or Daniel Gafford, one of those two, and that's it.
I like your thinking. I like your thinking. He's one stupid motherfucker, but
Hey, Nico, operators are standing by.
What Kyrie, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, we would have a true point guard that could also score. That Booker could play off the ball again and not have to be point book anymore. Because I mean Kyrie Irving is a better point guard than everyone. And then KD, Nick Richards, and Daniel Gafford as center.
Keep in mind he's coming off of a very brutal injury right now. So
Kyrie,
in scenario.
That's fine. That's why we would be able. That's the only reason we'd be able to get him. I'd rather deal with that than not knowing when Bradley Bill's going to suit up,
Yeah, I was going to say he'll play one game and then miss 2 weeks.
Yeah, at least Kyrie, you would know when he comes back, he's going to try to stay on the court for the whole season,
Like, dang, I wish I had those operating hours. Oh, hey, I'm going to come in one day this week.
Bro, and if that team snuck into the playoffs, you got 3 guys that can win the game. Durant, Booker, and Kyrie. The Mavericks don't get to the finals if Kyrie doesn't single-handedly win a couple of those games in the last fucking 3 minutes of the game.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just dreaming now. I'm dreaming now because at this point, someone like me or you could go and do a better job than the Suns have been doing the last couple of years, man.
Well,
embarrassing.
I was going to
All
say,
I'm gonna see left for the Suns, if anybody has the newest game of 2K, what Bradley Beal trade would work for warmer weather teams? Let us know in the comments, I guess.
That's something we should put together for a short or something. I'll get the game and that'd be fun to try to figure out who would take it and what he would like to do. Bradley Beal would just block all the trades.
That too, yep. Would 2K even let a Bradley Beal trade happen? I don't even know.
I mean, technically, if rumor has it, technically it almost did right before the deadline, and ironically, Washington was potentially interested in taking him back.
If I'm Bradley Beal, dude, I'm staying in Phoenix no matter what. Trade KD, build around me. That's what I'm telling the office. Build around Glass House Bradley Beal.
Bro, it's not in Beal we trust. It's in Beal we bust.
I'm already banging my head against the wall. I don't want Bradley Beal here. Wait, what?
That's my hot take.
He said in Bill We Bust, and I said, no Diddy.
No, bro. I don't want him here. I'm already banging my head against the wall on it, dude.
Yo.
Should we go to brighter topics, y'all, or what?
No, let's keep talking about the Suns. I like it. I love the doom and gloom.
Well, let's
Just
just
kidding.
shove,
The sun
well,
has been
shove 'em in
setting.
Yeah, I mean, they're eliminated from postseason contention. What to talk about? Let's move on.
just shove them in the dirt until we
Move
find.
on to brighter things.
Like what?
You said you got us sponsored by Burger King.
Sure. I don't know. The D-backs.
You gotta
That's
do
what
the.
they
You gotta
do.
have the side. You have to have the body of the snake too, or I think you're shooting baskets.
That's what they do. They do that like they're playing basketball. That's their thing now when they get a base hit.
But they also like have the bottom part.
That's when they win a game. That's when they win a game.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well,
I
that's
got
when they
my
win a
snake.
game after the third out in the outfield. No, but when they get a base, no, pay attention next game tomorrow. When they get a base hit, it looks like they're shooting a fucking basketball. That's their
Okay,
thing
okay.
now.
I'll pay attention.
Yeah, pay attention. But yeah, the D-backs, y'all.
Dude,
How about them D-backs?
I was gonna say I was a little skeptical to start like right after the National series, but considering the Nationals put a thump on the Dodgers, maybe the Nationals aren't as bad as I originally thought they were. But one thing that is kind of alarming, only a couple weeks into the year, is 4 of our 5 starting pitchers have an ERA over 5.
That's not good.
That's not good. And who have we been talking about all offseason before the season started?
And that was
Who are
supposed to be a big
Frankie?
upgrade.
Who is it? Who?
What?
Who?
Woo!
Ooh,
Over 5 ERA.
everybody but Brandon Pfaadt.
Oh goodness. I didn't even put Mr. Eduardo Rodriguez on the stat line. Oh, not Eduardo.
Yes, even Eduardo.
Goodness. What is going on with the pitching right now?
I don't know. They're still winning games.
It is interesting to note, though, that our staff is adjusting to a new pitching coach. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or if we're just darn unlucky with pitching, but so far, definitely hoping Corbin Burns picks it up rather quick.
Yeah,
Man,
looks
that
like
man
Zach
hasn't pitched
Gallen
more
is a
than-
true ace, huh?
That man hasn't pitched more than 5 innings, Corbin Burns.
I know.
That's highly concerning, especially
And not
with
only has he not pitched more than 5 innings, he hasn't survived more than 5 innings.
Yeah.
He's getting hit out.
I mean, we thought New York was decent. The Yankees with their torpedo bats, he gave up those 2 home runs, but those were his only giving up runs though. And he had 8 Ks. Okay, but he still didn't make it out of the 5th inning. He still had 3 walks. So he had an okay-ish start. It was the hot batter Yankees at the time, but the Nationals though, 4
Yeah.
runs and 4 batters walking 3 Ks and didn't even make it to the 5th inning.
What are we doing?
So that's not good.
But I mean, and even in our bullpen, it's been a little shaky. We have even Puck, who thought last year was our almost lockdown guy, has been hit around this year. How about this though? Interesting enough, newish signing Jalen Beeks has been one of our best pitchers.
Jalen Beeks.
He's allowing a .96 ERA, and he's pitched almost 10 innings now.
Damn.
So you're saying he should be our closer?
There's a good opportunity. I mean, the man's been automatic.
Because we need to
Was
stop
that a
doing the
cat?
whole switch. We need to stop playing duck goose rotation, and finally figure out who's that ninth inning guy. Because I've been saying it every week, and I'll say it again. We need that permanent closer role, and it's not filled.
No, I thought Martinez or Puck was going to have a better lock on it, but it's still any man's position, honestly. Like, I'm a little concerned, but also at the same time, I'm kind of tempered my, alarm a little bit, just because it is only, the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah. Usually pitchers have the advantage right out the gate, though. So that's why I'm worried, because these batters haven't seen them yet. This year at least.
Well, and then one of our own batters we could put on a milk carton for how much or how long he's been missing. Jake McCarthy has not been able to hit anything all year. The dude has a .0 or a .38 batting average. Or 0.38.
Get sent down to Reno soon.
I mean, if it helps him pick it up, I mean, that might be what's needed, but he is definitely not swinging a good bat to start the year.
But before we get to the offense, because we were going on Burns, I want to point something out to all the Gallen believers. How he had 13 Ks against the Yankees in 6 innings and 0 runs given up. Okay,
That was a marvelous game.
you know how we were pointing out how the inconsistencies against the Cubs. Okay,
Boom.
back to 4 innings, 4 runs, earned runs, 4 batters walked, another home run given up, and 4 Ks. That's basically the same stat line. Or wait, I'm reading Chicago Cubs. Oh no, I'm dumb. Dummy me. This is even worse. I'm reading upside down. So yeah, against the O's. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Still oh no. 5 earned runs, 4 batters walked, and another home run. So it's still bad. Same stat line, basically, and 7 hits.
And that's
Yeah.
Gallen?
That's Gallen. So the inconsistencies, once again, from Zach Gallen. We're still seeing the same inconsistencies. We're not even later in the season or in playoffs.
Like, and if you would have told me 2 weeks into the year, and this is no disrespect to him because he is a very good young pitcher, but if you would have told me Brandon Pfaadt is our best pitcher in terms of overall, what he's given so far this year, I would have called you crazy, because obviously I would have figured Corbin would be the lockdown. And then you'd have guys like Merrill, potentially being that second anchor while Gallen works on what you mentioned, the inconsistencies.
Thing too, and he was debatably an ace before Corbin joined us. What was it? Yeah, he did okay against Chicago. 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run. 4 batters walked, didn't really K anybody. So he did okay in Chicago, but New York, god awful. 3 innings pitched, 9 hits, 9 earned runs. 3 of them were home runs. 3 batters walked, 2 Ks. And then Baltimore much better. 6 innings pitched and 2 earned runs and 2 batters walked and 4 Ks. So it's like the up and down consistencies from our 3 main guys that are supposed to lead us the way.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, the most concerning part is, like, we have guys like Erod and Corbin Burns now that we have a lot of money invested into, and with how they've looked so far, you could get that production from far less cash.
Yeah, basically true.
Yeah. Well, we're in a really loaded division, so hopefully the pitchers figure it out sooner than later. Because I mean, if we get Gallen, Burns, Kelly, even Nelson, everybody clicking on those cylinders, bro, nobody's going to be able to stop us because our offense is already deadly.
Well,
All the Kelly teams.
There's
He been
another
smacking.
there's another reliever that I do want to give credit to. Ironically, Shelby Miller is what I want to say, one of the only pitchers, if not the only pitcher on the roster that has not allowed an earned run all year.
Shout out to the bronze colon. What the fuck is that?
What's up, Jack Jack?
Oh, you
Man.
know.
It's an inside thing at work.
That's so funny. Well,
Oh,
shout
I
out.
was like so confused.
We were talking about how the Suns basically they played this year, how they basically swallowed some bronze, suntan lotions, or like the bronze colon.
That's so funny. Damn Suns, bro. Don't break my heart over again. Unbreak my heart.
But yeah, being in a stacked division, we're all the Cali teams are cruising right now. So, but the Dodgers are showing that they can actually lose games. They're 10-4, y'all.
Yeah, it's great. I think that if we start off kind of sputtering and being inconsistent and they start off hot, then maybe it will reverse later on in the season and we get hot when they start sputtering. So, cross our fingers and hope that Corbin Carroll will keep hitting dingers out of the park.
I was just
We've been
saying.
hitting home runs as well this season.
Well, how about Suarez?
Who's Suarez? Just kidding.
I mean, it is kind of concerning that his batting average is super low, but the one positive thing is every time he makes contact with the ball, it's
We
either
scored.
at least in play to bring in a run.
Yeah, he's a monster, dude. I don't care what the batting average is. Just keep getting RBIs and home runs, sir.
That's what Naylor's supposed to do. But congrats to him dinging his first home run last night, though.
Hey, that's why I said, number one, we got to start Naylor the Impaler right now.
Maybe after another home run or two.
Hey, but that's how you get the juices going.
Yeah, okay.
I'll say juices are going to get a pet test now.
Hey,
I'm just happy that Corbin Carroll's looking good, man. After losing Christian Walker, I'm like, Corbin has to be a sure bet, now these days. Because you can tell Marte, his hamstrings just keep getting injured. Like, what's up with this dude's hamstrings?
A good minute, unfortunately. And like, as bad as it is, I'd rather have them be cautious about his return instead of rushing back and then him get hurt, especially with the contract he just signed.
Yeah, bro needs to fire his trainer. There's a lot
of guys in Arizona who need to fire their trainer. Bradley Beal needs to fire his doctor. Dude has a freaking ER punch card.
Yeah, no, he's got to do something. He's got to drink some milk.
Get him in a milk ad.
Do you think the Diamondbacks management, Torey Lovullo, you think that he's going to continue fucking making great decisions?
I mean, unfortunately, as long as Lovullo is here, Lovullo is going to Lovullo. He's going to make some great decisions. He's going to make some decisions that make you want to pull your hair out and set your house on fire. But
basically, yep.
The dude, you can't argue with the guy's heart and soul that he has for the state, but you definitely want him to be a little less frustrating.
Yeah, but he's done a lot, and what other people couldn't do with this team. So
that's fair. And unlike what we normally do is fire a manager after 2 years, they stuck with him, and he rewarded him a couple of years ago with that run to the World Series.
Yeah, I think that the assembling of players too by the GM has been awesome. We got up and coming studs, and the one team that we can really be excited about in Arizona, man. Shout out to the Diamondbacks for not breaking my heart yet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I look at
September.
no matter the record, at least we know from a standpoint from farm to GM, we have the right things in place. We have a good farm system. We have a GM and an owner now who's willing to pay and go out for needed, moves to improve the team. So shout
Yeah, I
out.
feel like we're going to be fielding a playoff team for years to come. That's how I feel, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
And
weird. The Diamondbacks used to be one of the worst ran organizations and definitely one of the worst in the state. And then now they're number one over everybody else right now.
yeah, all it's close between them and the Cardinals. But the
Yeah.
the Cards haven't gone to the championship, and so we give it to the D-backs for sure.
Yeah, take that, Dodger fans.
Hey, we swept the Dodgers, man. That was beautiful, man. I'm gonna be that old guy living off of that for the rest of my life.
Me
We
too.
swept the Dodgers in the playoffs that one year, the 2020s.
Dude, I
Listen.
was sitting here at work and I'm like, oh my gosh, we are actually doing this.
Listen, if people are listening and are wrestling fans, they'll get the reference. We were the Dodgers' shield. We created the monster, but the Dodgers that became. Okay?
Oh my God.
So, we know how to kill what we created. That's what we have to do.
I hope so.
Frankie knows what I probably just referred to.
Oh, I do.
Hey,
So wait,
we just referenced it to D-backs baseball. I love it.
who's Roman, Rollins, and Ambrose?
Yep.
Who do they represent though in Arizona culture?
Huh?
Who would you say those guys represent in Arizona culture, like individual standpoint?
Like Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
I have no idea what you're trying to have me refer him like. Like in the situation, I don't know. We're getting off.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
It was a good attempt.
Hey, we went for it, and it struck out.
You know what though? Michael Bidwell got inducted into the Arizona Hall of Fame of Sports today.
Did he
Yeah.
really?
Inspired tribute video.
The tribute video. There's something in the tribute video that I'm sure that you saw that I saw, Frankie.
Yep.
Patrick Peterson.
Yep. And I know somebody else on this right screen here is not too happy about it.
That lets me know Patrick Peterson is coming back.
See, but the thing is, he's technically not retired. So do you think it's to play one more year like Calais, retire
Probably.
a contract, or if maybe an actual job within the organization like, Adrian Wilson had?
I think it's going to be a combination of both things. Give him a year, play him very sparingly, but just give him a year here to rehabilitate his relationship with the team, and then he'll retire and try to become like a DB coach or something.
Not only that, but it's just to have him in the in-house to coach our help out with our young defensive backs. That would be great.
Bro, I've had the worst time trying to act like I hate Patrick Peterson for the last 5 years. I don't hate the man. I just don't. I know that he didn't react the way he should have when he left and stuff. But the Cardinals, I got to put some blame on the Cardinals too, man. They always make a situation where our biggest stars want to leave. Matthew left. He left. Calais freaking left. Larry was too class not to leave. But he should have left.
What was really nice though, did you guys see Larry Fitzgerald reaching out for the Calais re-signing?
Yep.
Definitely.
He's also going to be at Kyler Murray's softball game on May 17th as a star guest player.
That's awesome.
Well, hold on. Here's the thing on Pat Pete. So, with Pittsburgh, and what was the other team? What was it, Minnesota? The other team he was on? What significance, what anything great has he ever did since he bounced besides talk shit? Has anything on the field any better than the shit he talked after he left with Minnesota and Pittsburgh?
No.
So, if he's gonna come here and help our struggling quarterback room, if he's been playing like shit, how's playing like shit gonna help shit mesh together? It's gonna be worse.
My dude, he doesn't have to play every down, and I mean,
Yeah, he's
whether,
not gonna play a bunch, bro.
whether he's on the field or not, just him being able to help the defensive backs like with technique and
Yeah,
He can maybe be a punt returner again for nostalgia reasons. That's the only use he has for this team.
I think you're by yourself on this one, buddy.
I
No
think
offense.
a lot of fans, it's all nostalgia flashback feelings in the heart. Oh yeah, bring Patrick in. No. It's the same with Calais Campbell. Nostalgia on heart. But the thing with Calais, he can still produce. He still has that motor in the tank left. I still think he can still get at least 5 sacks this season at 39 years old. With Patrick Peterson, you're not going to get much out of anything from him, especially in a position of need that we've been begging to get help in. When all we got is who was it? Garrett Williams. That's all we have. And he's trending upwards in the right direction very quickly, but he still has more to show to be CB1.
Have we got Sean Murphy Bunting?
No, he's fucking ass, bro.
hey,
Garbage.
Clarkson up and comer.
Bunting should be cut after preseason, in my opinion.
Who are you gonna place him with? Morrison?
That's why that's my mock pick. Benjamin Morrison, get the Arizona dude on the team. That dude can ball on Notre Dame.
Injured man Morrison?
Why not, bro? We
You heard
need
what I
corner
said?
help. I don't care
Injured
if it's
man
Morrison.
Morrison?
It doesn't have to be Benjamin Morrison. We need corner help by the second round. That's when we need corner help by the second round. Because I personally feel like we're going to go edge in the first round or trade down for more picks.
I think we should trade down. I don't even think we need edge. I'm just kidding. You can never have enough edge, especially in this draft.
So the most notable, I wrote down some of the top 30 visits the Cardinals have.
Yes.
And he listed 13. Bo Brock, give him props for listing him. So out of 30 visits, there's 13 notable ones. And there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 13 are edges. So they're heavy on edge on their list right now.
Well, I was gonna say it's a very edge-rich draft, especially when you get especially uploaded lottery-style talent.
And also, Cam Scatabo is also on that list on visits to the Cardinals. So
yeah, man.
I have a feeling that they're going to draft him now. I didn't think they would draft him at first, but now I think now that I'm seeing the way that the NFL world is talking about him like he's not that good, I think he's going to fall. We'll be able to get him at like 49 in the second
like Eno
round.
Benjamin vibes.
Eno Benjamin
but
vibes.
a lot better.
But I'm about to say, but better.
Yeah, Eno Benjamin vibes, but better.
I'm
When
excited.
was Eno drafted?
Oh
A
shoot!
long
I
time ago, sir.
was gonna say I thought it was still when Arians was.
Well, I'm talking about round wise.
Oh, I think second or third.
Really, that high? Damien, you should look it up.
I'm looking it up right now, actually.
Yay.
He was selected in the 7th round.
Oh,
Very late.
oh man.
Yep.
Very late.
My
He
bad.
was selected by the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
We know that. I'm trolling, bro.
Hey, we love our in-state guys.
We really do.
There's
We also went to the ASU, so there's a lot of comparisons there. Cam Scott is not going to go in the 7th round, though. He's going to go in the 2nd or 3rd round, 4th round maximum. Well, he's actually projected to go in the 4th round. So, but I think somebody's going to take him in the 3rd round.
I'm on record on the podcast episodes for saying, we're not getting Cam Scatabo, but like Dame, I'm a little more convinced we might get him, but I'm not even halfway there yet. But I'm kind of entertaining a little bit that we could. So. But can you imagine, though, if you have James Conner and Cam Scat, 1-2, boom? Man, that's going to be that'd be wild.
But one of the visits I'm actually excited about is Lambert Smith, the wide receiver. Dude he almost hit 1,000 yards this year. Just
Wow.
guy had 4 100 yards games, and then the biggest thing, he torched Alabama for 116 yards. So he's got big playability, big upside. And I feel like if we, he could be one of the guys we pair with Marvin Harrison Jr. But also, wide receivers not exactly in need if you ask Kyler Murray.
Why you say that?
Well, he went on the PHNX Sports podcast and he was interviewed by them, and he basically mentioned that we don't need a wide receiver. We have a number 2 1,000-yard guy in-house, and that's Michael Wilson.
Jones too in the mix, but he should probably be in the slot though. Zay Jones. Because nobody matched Greg Dortch's offer or offered him more.
That's
so
true.
I feel like Greg Dortch and Zay Jones would compete for that slot spot. And then one of them would probably either get probably get cut.
Well, the thing about it is Kyler Murray really is really good friends with Greg Dortch, so he's not going anywhere.
I was going to say, and there's no way like we're bringing Zay Jones back just for him to be a camp casualty. I feel like, he's going to have no suspensions looming over him. He's actually going to have the year to start out.
And you can't put Dortch and Jones in the same category. They're not the same category of player. Dortch was highly productive. Jones barely played.
Mars is supposed to be your number 1.
Right.
Michael Wilson is supposed to be number 2.
That's fine. There's 4 spots of receiver out there.
So who'll be number 3? So who'll be number 3? So who would be the slot guy then?
Greg Dortch is obviously the slot guy.
You could some places you can have 3 out there, but then you already got Trey McBride, and then you already have You already have a pass catching running back.
Well, there's receivers like Zay Jones that just get brought in for certain packages.
Sometimes you have Tip Ryman. So you already have too many options out there to have 3 wide receivers out there, especially when you have Trey McBride out there, who's going to get probably most of the catches again.
There's usually like 3 or 4 most passing plays. There's usually like 3 or 4 routes.
Most plays are pretty. Listen, a lot of plays are going to be designed to Trey. Okay, he's going to get a lot of the targets.
Hey, listen. When you play wide receiver, everybody don't need to start. There's people that come in for certain packages in certain situations. Zay Jones isn't an every down, most of the downs player. He's not. He's not going to be out there that much. He knows he's not going to be out there that much. It's not going to be a problem.
And neither is Dortch.
Yes, he is.
No, he won't.
Why won't he be?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Michael.
Bro, we had the same people last year, and Dortch had like more receiving touchdowns and yards than a lot of the other guys. Why would they just magically take him off the field if he's producing?
I look at it this way.
I don't understand what you're trying to say. Why would Dortch be off the field?
Because if Mike is supposed to get a bigger role for wide receiver 2, if that's a question,
said that, though?
What Marvin? Huh?
Who said that Mike is going to get a bigger role than what he has now, though? Who said that he's supposed to?
Oh, isn't that what Frankie said in the bottom?
He said Michael Wilson's 1,000-yard caliber.
Yeah, that's wide receiver 2 target with what freaking Marvin Harrison's supposed to be. So how would if Marvin Harrison's supposed to get up there plus Trey, how is Dortch supposed to get those?
I feel like the ball is going to be
spread designed out for Trey
this year.
Huh?
There's enough to go around, bro. He can't throw the Trey every time.
Teams are already going to tee up on that. Like
Marv got to produce up too with Trey's workload. And if we in the scenario do draft another running back like Scat, I mean, that's going to take away a lot for Zay but we still have to wait for the draft though too. So
yeah, we got to wait.
But production's supposed to increase.
Zay Jones had 8 catches last year.
Trey's gonna get his workload, but
Listen,
Marvin and Mike's
bro,
supposed to produce up.
Zay Jones had 8 catches all of last year.
Most were in the last 2 weeks too.
Bro, he had 84 yards, bro, the whole season. Dortch had 37 catches for 342 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Love that Dortch.
That's slot numbers, bro. That's exact slot numbers.
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm
now
saying.
Zay-
He's gonna.
now
He's
Zay
the
Jones,
slot. He's
but
obviously
now
the
Zay
slot
Jones is not
receiver.
suspended anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
Zay's not suspended anymore.
He's gonna get his catches.
Even when Zay Jones wasn't suspended and he was in other teams, he was never that guy.
Could draft a receiver, could draft a running back. I just don't. It's hardest. And why would teams not match his offer?
Sheesh.
Offer him more. You feel
Bro,
me?
Zay Jones' best season, he had 5 touchdowns.
I'm not disrespecting the
Or
talent
7.
and what he's done for us so far, but other teams would have matched it fucking quick or by now.
I mean, everybody doesn't need a slot receiver though. I don't think that's the way you do that math. You value him to how valuable he is to your team.
Well,
Who cares
shoot.
about how valuable he is to other teams?
Remember,
Who knows if he'd even be good on other teams? I don't care what Greg Dortch would do in another uniform. All I'm saying is the way the team is currently constructed, I don't see Zay Jones taking his minutes. That's all I'm saying.
well, that and I feel like Petzing's gonna spread the ball around, so everybody's at least gonna get their hand in the offense.
Shit, if Zay Jones pops off, that would be good because Zay Jones is actually pretty damn good.
100%. Like I said, I think now that he doesn't have a suspension or anything looming, he's gonna produce more because he doesn't have anything looming over his shoulder, and Petzing's gonna be more comfortable using him out of the gate because he won't have to just have him as a practice body.
Damn, I can't believe Greg Dortch is only 5'7".
That's my height. That is wild.
That's crazy, dude.
Hey, I'll suit up.
You probably could, bro. These guys are so young. This man is 26 years old.
Well, let's see. 35 retired soccer player. Don't know how that transitions to the NFL, but
Well, you're too old. That's okay though. Get Frankie out there in the slot. That'd be crazy.
Dude, I'd be like Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, but hey, hopefully they get more usage for all the guys, and Trey McBride has a breakout season.
Yeah,
we
can't ignore who's throwing the ball though.
Shoot, I don't even think.
I don't know what you just said.
Just need to get him more touchdowns.
Can't ignore who's throwing the ball.
Yeah, you can't know who's calling the plays either, man. I mean, so many times in the red zone, I'm like, why aren't we not throwing the ball to Trey McBride here?
What?
Petzing and Kyler both suck.
He's crashing out, folks. He's crashing out.
I'm always crashing when we talk about
Put
Kyler.
the cards on the table.
Yeah, but then you get all happy
listen.
when we go on a winning streak.
Do we have the schedule order yet or no?
Dude,
Did the NFL release or the Cardinals release the schedule order yet or no?
I don't know. Let me see.
I want to make this a segment ASAP.
hey.
Because the
Petzing,
reason why I'm asking is once we go like 8-2, and then we'll slowly creep to 8-4, and then we're 9-4, and then we're 9-7, barely make it in. It's like it's a repeating pattern. It's so.
I hope to God that we hit a repeating pattern going 9-7 because that's the record.
It's every fucking year he starts off hot.
Hold
on. Dumbass
I hope we hit a pattern going 9-7 because that's the same record we had when we went to the damn Super Bowl.
11-6. Lock it in.
Happens every year.
9-7 is the same record we had when we went to the Super Bowl.
We get hot because Kyler gets hot. And he grows up a little bit, and then by game 13, when we need wins, he fucking shrinks. Or if we make it to the playoffs, like we've seen against the Rams, and have seen nothing since.
You got to remember, a lot of the collapses last year weren't on Kyler; they were on the defense.
Look at all those turnovers. Look at that Carolina game with the offense.
Bro, Kyler didn't allow 40 points against the Panthers.
Where were the points though?
You can't keep putting the Panthers game on Kyler.
Where was the
The Panthers
what do they
game
call
isn't
it?
on Kyler Murray, buddy. I'm sorry.
What do they call it when it's a high scoring back and forth game?
Shootout.
Shootout. Yeah, where was the shootout with it? Where was the fucking back and forth from our offense to match it in
Dude,
the
he came
first
all the
half?
way back when we were down like 20.
Yeah, we did do
When
what
it
you're
was too
talking about.
late. When it was too late, bro.
You don't win every shootout.
And I mean, I'll give Bryce Young his props. He is a lot better than he was, especially since, the year before and even since last year began. He took a step.
That's okay.
But no, I think this year Petzing and Kyler are going to cook. They're going to show their critics where, to put it. And we are going to we are going to break.
Show me the second half of the season. Don't show me just the first half.
And show me the whole season. This year is a show me year for the whole Cardinals organization.
I know they'll show the first half. They always do. Show me the second half. We've seen this with Cliff. We've
show
seen
me
this
some
with
playoffs.
JD. We've
Show
seen
me
it
the
with both
playoffs.
coaches under Kyler Murray.
I don't care how the first or second half of the season goes. I just want to make the playoffs. You make the playoffs, I'll be happy.
Make it to the second round because that was pathetic against the Rams.
Yeah, I want the second round too. I talked that Rams game up. It's like 31 people on the team, coaches included. That was their first time ever seeing the playoffs. Nobody had experience.
But that's what, 3 seasons now in a row that we haven't been to the playoffs. It's time. So
yeah, definitely time to go to the playoffs.
I was going to say, like Dan was getting to, everybody on this roster is definitely, especially who's been here through the tough years, they're on high alert this next year that it's a make it or break it, especially, for Kyler, who we have to find out 100%, like, are we going to go forward with him or is this just something we can't sustain? But everybody's job's pretty much on the line this year for the most part. But honestly, I think we hit the playoffs. We at least, I think, are going to be like 9-8, 10-7.
Hold Elijah Froholt, and then we'll be good.
There you go. Drop Will Johnson.
Froholt we trust.
Drop Will Johnson, and we'll be happy. Well, I'll be happy. I want to gamble on sports, so let's wrap this up.
I would be happy.
I
would be happy with Johnson, Ames, or Dylan's guy.
I don't want Dylan's guy. Specifically because it's Dylan's guy. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you better watch it or I'll start getting Arizona guys in camp, and then we'll really be in trouble. Man.
Well, hey guys, it's been real. It's been fun. If you like what you see, you should go to our homepage on YouTube, and there's links in our bio there to the group, merch, and all the ways you can interact with us. We don't bite. We'll follow you back on all the social medias and whatnot. Interact with us. We love interaction.
We appreciate everybody that supported us along the way. Tell your friends. Keep the Arizona vibes going. One of these years, we will break through and win a championship. But until then, we'll be here for you.
Yes. Later, all.
Later.
See you next week.